Hello, my divinities. Welcome, welcome. Let's go ahead and get into today's collective, but not before letting me tell you how much I appreciate each and every comment. I am making an effort to at least reply, even if it's just emojis, to each one, because I want you guys to know that I appreciate it and I acknowledge them. I may not have time to make a personalized response to each one, but it really matters to me that you guys want to support me, that you are doing everything you can to help my algorithm and my growth. So that way I can support your growth. And it really means a lot to me. So having said that, let's go ahead and get started. All right. So let's see. What is the energy for today's collective? What is the energy for today's collective? Ooh. Okay. That nearly, wow, that is a lot of cards. I am not going to take all of those, or should I? That feels like a lot. No, I'm not. I'm going to take the one at the bottom. The Starborn, number 3. Okay. What's the energy for today's collective? See? Okay. We're not going to take all that. We're going to take the one at the bottom, the empty room. And then the one at the bottom of the main deck is Thanatos. Okay. Let's start by reading Thanatos, and then we'll read the Starborn and then the empty room, okay? So Thanatos is number what? 73? All right, so this card represents death. So facing Thanatos, which is death, leads us to Aletheia, which is truth. There are those with a great gift for navigating Thanatos energy. Thankfully, we find these generous souls in emergency rooms, hospitals, hospice centers, and the like. It is tempting to oversimplify death and sum it up as transformation. But the true archetypal resonance of Thanatos cannot be easily assimilated or contained. Death is ongoing and omnipresent, an eternal response to the gift of birth. Witnessing the ending of another being, creature, phase, or stage has deep consequences for the psyche. We are forever changed by Thanatos as it sweeps us under its wings, making us relinquish control in every form. It leaves a mark of ash upon our heart, signifying we have touched the cusp of the underworld, and will return to the land of the living eventually, with more compassion and wisdom to share. This capacity is needed in our world. One who has faced the annihilation of Thanatos can face anything. When this card appears, it signifies an initiation into the underworld. When light, it represents grieving, mourning, bearing witness to all that is. When dark, it represents fear or insensitivity to old age, illness, or the dying. Okay, let's see number 3. All right, so the Starborn, it represents the divine child, the star child, the destined. Have your chart read, study your constellated shape. Have your chart read, study your constellated shape, ask questions. What does the process conjure in you? Faith or mistrust? What would happen if you saw the galaxies as your ally? When this card appears, don't be surprised if you receive a surge of desire for a long-lost dream, one you haven't visited since childhood. Let this desire shake you up. An elusive yet radiant aspect of the self, the Starborn archetype points to the cosmic spark of light that arrives with each being at birth. The moment the newborn crowns, whether vaginally or surgically, the royal stars above are said to constellate in a unique shape that maps our path in the world. The idea, which is the ascendant, the rising sun, the idea of destiny is controversial, yet the Starborn naturally feels a sense of destination and purpose, aiming itself towards a future that is beyond the mundane. When this card appears, travel back to your birth story for clues and insights. What did you desire when you were young? Practice seeing your life from a mythic point of view rather than a series of logistics. Read the story of the three fates and envision yourself born under the stars with a unique destiny. When light, this energy represents a light, trusting, vibrant, aimed. When dark, this energy represents feeling of misalignment, loss of longing. Okay. And then we've got number 42, the empty room. All right, so the empty room represents the vortex, the abyss, the nothing. The archetype of the empty room is also portrayed as the hungry ghost, always feeding and never satiated. A day of silence is a surefire way to harness the power of the empty room. The empty room haunts us all. It is the universal and all too frequent feeling of lack, of wanting, of the craving to fill ourselves with something, anything. We too often attempt to remedy the discomfort of the empty room by any means necessary, leading us to a culture of more. Ironically, the empty room is filled to the brim with potential, yet we perceive it as not enough. This card is a cry for patience, for sitting within the barren walls of not knowing, for awaiting true vision and purpose before attaching to what we should do next to save our outward appearance. Be with the nothingness. Be with the impatience. The empty room has immense power. Let others wonder what you are doing. If you can settle into the magic of emptiness, you will soon hear its whispers of wisdom. Okay. So when light, this energy represents spaciousness, potential, possibility. When dark, it represents addiction, insatiability, more for more's sake. All right. So keeping these energies in mind, let's put them over here. Oh, I got it. No, I can't lift this. Oops. Okay, let's put these energies in mind and then let's start with today's collective. How does this resonate with today's collective? How does this resonate with today? Oh, wow, okay. Cards are flying today. Ooh, reversals. 2 of Wands reversed, 10 of Cups reversed. The Knight of Pentacles reversed, which in this deck is called the Movement of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles and the Spirit of Wands. All right, hold on. Let's scooch these over just a smidge. Ten of Pentacles, Spirit of Wands. And the Spirit of Wands in this deck is the King of Wands, just like the Movement is the Knight. Overall energy, 4 of Pentacles. The 6 of Wands, 2 of Cups, 5 of Cups. So this collective seems to be touching on an individual, I would say a masculine, but remember that does not mean a man. It could represent a feminine energy as well, but it's a masculine energy. Like they could be feminine presenting and still be masculine. Okay. So this is somebody who was probably raised in a very wealthy environment. 10 of Pentacles, they are part of a legacy, but they are unhappy. They don't have motivation. They are not consistent. They're used to giving orders and other people, doing what they want, but they may not know how to create their own, like, because they come from a wealthy family or from some sort of legacy. This is somebody who's used to other people doing the hard work for them. So in a way, this has both empowered them and disempowered them. It's empowered them because they know that they can get things done with just, asking for what they want. But it's disempowered them because they don't know how to do a lot of basic things themselves. They don't know what it means to build from the ground up. And this insatiable energy in them, they want more. They always want more. So what they do understand is how to build wealth. That's what they do understand. They may not know how to build connections. They may not know how to give themselves love and warmth. With the Starborn, though, because it comes out in this energy, this is somebody who does not feel a sense of purpose. They don't feel aligned. They don't understand the magic of life. And yet, Thanatos, they've been touched by death in some way. Either they've lost a relative, or they've lost love, because over here we did have the Two of Cups followed by the Five of Cups. So they may have lost love, but they've lost something that gave them a sense of security, gave them a sense of belonging. So knowing this, let's go ahead and read the Four of Pentacles. Because you know how this deck has a little bit of a different energy to it. Let's see. Okay, the Four of Pentacles in this deck represents stability, earned game, attachment. There it is. Attachment. I earned the rewards of stability. My confidence remains strong when I am clear about my goals. I also recognize that it is equally important for me to enjoy the journey of reaching them. I am conscious that attachment to the end goal can cause unnecessary suffering along the way. So I continue to remain balanced between excess and neglect. I prioritize the things that need tending to and are important. I ignite the light within me when I choose to play along the way. The message with this card is make room for a little extra fun. And the heart disconnect version says, I ask myself, is it possible I am missing out because I am too narrowly focused? Bingo. So I could have misunderstood. Let's give two, because remember spectrum, right? On one end, I would say that this is somebody who came from a wealthy family. On the other end, I would say it's the opposite. Maybe it's somebody who came from a very poor background and they built their wealth, but now that's become their sole obsession. They don't allow themselves to explore outside of that. It could be either way, right? Either way. But I do think because we are dealing with someone who's disconnected from their path, from their destiny, that this has more to do with someone who is disconnected from their heart. So the more relevant thing is, what are they missing out on? Which I would say here, it would represent love, but love can encompass many things, right? That's what they're missing out on. They may not have people who care about them. They may not have a family. They may not have good friends. They just have business associates. They have employees. They have staff. But they don't have a bond with people. Okay. Now, let's look at the Two of Wands reversed. So here, I believe it's both ways. I believe, yes, this person has learned to build. They've learned to save. They know how to manage wealth. Wealth, they know how to manage. But they may also have things that they're missing out on, right? So that's why it's upright, because it's both ways. It's both connected and disconnected. It's attachment to material beings without attachment to people. Now this one is just plain reverse. So the heart disconnect says, is choosing not to choose for myself, keeping me stagnant or stuck. So this, again, could mean a couple of things, right? On one hand, it could represent that this is somebody who comes from a wealthy family and they are expected to do certain things to keep up the family image, the family status. Or if they built wealth for themselves, they're so focused on building the wealth that they don't know how to enjoy themselves and choose things that make them happy. Let's look at the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups reverse says, I ask myself, do I feel connected to my full value and worth? See? So because either one, they do come from a wealthy background, or two, they've created a wealthy background for themselves. This is somebody who measures their value based on how much they have in the bank. They don't know how to measure themselves outside of that. In fact, they may see themselves as worthless without these things. Let's look at the movement of Pentacles. Okay, so I'm gonna read the reversed part, but I also want to read the overall message that comes with this card, because these, the movement, the queen, the king, they come with an overall message and then a upright and reversed meaning. So let's read the general and then the reversed. In general, it represents the movement. I am the movement of my present moment. I am being encouraged to learn to be here now and take notice of the world around me. As I stay present and connected with my breath and the sensations I feel, the subtleties of my body tell a story of what's going on with me. Shadow, reversed meaning, says, boredom and laziness can cause feelings of instability, lacking in skills and doesn't ask for help. Carelessness and lack of attention to detail, ungrounded and feeling of restlessness and lack of direction. So, again, it's reiterating the starborn energy, but in shadow, right? Because in shadow, let me find it real quick. In shadow, the starborn means feelings of misalignment, loss of longing. So this is somebody who feels lost, basically. They don't feel like they have a sense of direction. They don't feel like they know where what's the purpose of life. They've kind of lost either one, because they come from a wealthy family, they've never really been taught. And I should reiterate that. I'm sorry, not reiterate that. I should reword that. Coming from a wealthy family does not necessarily mean you will not have values, morals, and principles. But possibly the family that they come from, because they're wealthy, they're so focused on building that they care more about image and status and wealth than about other things. Spiritual connection, for example, sense of purpose. Their sense of purpose is to build wealth, and that's all they see. So that could be it. Or this person has, for themselves, built their own little empire and legacy, but they've focused so many years and energy into that they've forgotten who they are, what they want out of life. Maybe they got to the point where they kind of forgot why they even built the wealth. So let's see. Oh, actually, let's read the Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles. This card represents secured abundance, generosity, completion. I am abundantly wealthy and stable. I am aware of the rewards I have received for my hard work and effort. My diligence has paid off, and I have built an extremely sturdy foundation, one that I trust and that encourages my confidence. Because of my stamina, loyalty, and conviction to vision of my greatness, the universe generously blesses me with the support I need. This encourages abundance to continue to unfold and flourish. I am deeply appreciative of what I have, and as I breathe in and absorb all that I have, it makes me happy to spread my wealth generously. So upright, it represents your loyalty and strength are admired. Heart disconnect, reversed, means, is it possible that instability is a place where stability is built from? Okay, so I stand corrected. It's most likely not somebody who comes from a wealthy background. They had to build it themselves. So this is great because they do have a really strong sense of loyalty. They have a really strong hardworking background, but everything else in life, love, spirituality, sense of purpose, they're disconnected from. The only thing that they show gratitude for is their abundance. And that's good, but again, it's leaving them disconnected. It leaves them with this energy of always wanting more, because that's all they know. That's the only thing they know how to put value into. Now let's read the Spirit of Wands. which is the King of Wands. This one represents astrological sign Leo. Ooh, that was very specific. Okay. It says, I am the spirit of my spiritual path. I am being encouraged to keep moving forward because I am mastering my journey. I am being asked to share my wisdom with others. I can help others move forward in alignment with their passions. Upright, it represents an enthusiastic leader with a desire to motivate others, is outwardly confident and an inspiration, charming and compassionate protector, visionary of dreams and brings them into reality, inspired by success and is a natural delegator, determined and focused on achieving goals. Shadow side, overbearing and forcefully pushes others' expectations that exceed what is possible. Goals exceed skills. No, that doesn't feel right. So let's look at the upright person because that's the one that feels right. So I would say that this is someone who's very charismatic. It's Leo, right? So they naturally radiate that warmth, that sun energy. They are possibly very playful and funny, but it's almost like they've learned to wear that as a mask to hide their loneliness, to hide their lack of satisfaction for where they're at. So this could even be someone famous, because Leo is, in a lot of ways, built for the spotlight, you know? What other people see in Leo as attention seeking, it's just because they're naturally, built to be in the spotlight. So let's see. Tell me about the Two of Wands. Tell me about the Two of Wands. Tell me about the Two of Wands. Let's see if the turkey comes out. Ooh, okay. Sorry, my nose is deciding to act up today. Arrow, you are on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. A period of ill health, depression. Things will not always be this way. A change is coming. Okay. So this is great because whether this person realizes it or not, their life is about to change. I feel like the arrow is letting us know that they are on the right course to cross paths with an incredible change, something that's going to drastically alter their reality, the way that they look at their reality. Let's see. Look, a change for the better, the butterfly. Okay. And then we've got hat, you will be playing a different role. Now, this could represent a couple of things. Remember I said this could be somebody famous. So this could be somebody who is an actor or an actress. This could be somebody who's a singer. This could be somebody who's in theater. And the reason I immediately said actor and actress is because it's a role. So either one, maybe they're about to be assigned a role to play that when they immerse themselves into that role, it's going to change the way that they see the world. I've seen interviews where actors say things like that. It really changed their perspective on things. But it doesn't have to be. It could just be that the change that they're about to encounter is going to leave such a deep mark in them that they're going to transform and they're going to, play a different role. And then we've got handshake. A meeting with a stranger could be, okay. And finger, warning you of a problem either now or in the near future. So they're going to come across somebody who is, right now, they don't currently know this person. This is somebody new to their world, new to their life. But this is somebody who is going to help give them a warning, which means that this is somebody that you could possibly seek advice from. They could be a consultant. They could be a counselor, a therapist. Remember, it said that Thanatos type people, they are found in ERs. Where else did it say? They are found in ERs. They are found in hospice wards. They are found in hospitals. healing centers, basically. It's people who deal with death. So somewhere in that area is where I feel like they're going to meet. And that is somebody who is a starborn. They are very much in tune with their path, with their destiny. And that could be what shifts this person. It helps them see where they're currently at. Let's see. Tell me about the Ten of Cups. Ooh. Tell me about the Ten of Cups. Tell me about the Ten of Cups reversed. Okay. I don't need to move these every time. I'm sorry. All right. Overall energy. Happiness. So, they're about to meet somebody who who does not have what they have. I'm sorry. Why do I keep saying it like that? Maybe because they both have what the other doesn't. Let's put it that way. The starborn may not have the wealth and status that this person has. They may not be as confident, as charismatic as this person is, but they have the happiness, the sense of purpose. Oh, casket. Someone going out of your life or the end of a situation, and then broken ring. Parting of ways in either romance or business. So I feel like when these two meet, the Spirit of Wands will have been going through some sort of death, some sort of devastating parting of ways. So either they are going through a divorce, they may have a loved one who is passing away. Whatever it is, it's putting them in this place of feeling deep loss, grieving, mourning. And that may be where they meet this person. If let's say their grandparent passes away during hospice care, or they're rushed to the emergency room because of a family member, or their spouse has been in the hospital dealing with cancer. Whatever it is, they're meeting this healer, somebody who's daily dealing with the death aspect of life. And although that person is dealing with death normally, on a regular basis, they still come across very happy. Whereas this person dealing with it once, it's incredibly difficult for them. So there's inspiration to be had here. Oh, look at that. Mountain Road. You are on the road to success. And then Boot. Increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. Followed by the Unicorn. Use your intuition to make beneficial changes. Followed by the Cracked Cup. Dissatisfaction with life. So, it doesn't even have to be a loss like an actual death. They might have just gone through a divorce. Because it doesn't feel too heavy. This feels a little bit more, like maybe they went through something, and this is a person who has not only a deep connection to spirit because the unicorn, right? But also the unicorn represents they're very unique. They're very different. And Mountain Road and Boot says that this person may not be as wealthy or as famous or have the status as this King of Wands, but they're on the way to success and they're very hardworking. They are also dedicated. So this person, when they meet whoever the unicorn is, they're going to see in them the combination. The same hard work that this person put in is now the beginning of this person's journey. Because, I've always told you guys that we're in different places in life, right? Somebody else could have more of you in one area of life, but that just means that to balance that out, you have something more than this person has. Like, let's say that you go to school with someone and one person decides to work hard and study and they go to college and they have this great job, while the other person is more playful. They are all about hanging out with their friends and, building really strong bonds with their buddies. And they may not ever leave their hometown, but they have a strong community. One person would have gained wealth and education and maybe travel the world, while the other person has strong friendships and close bonds with people around them. Neither one is better than the other. It's more that they invested in different areas of life, and therefore their experience has given them back returns on whatever they invested in, right? So with these two, this is somebody who has invested in building a very successful life. Whereas the unicorn has possibly been investing in their spiritual growth, their connection to spirit, and now they're putting their attention to their career. Whereas this person is now putting their attention on feeling lost. How do they find their sense of purpose? Does that make sense? So it's when they feel the most dissatisfied with life that they're going to come across this person. Tell me about the movement of Pentacles. All right, let's see. So we start off with pale, time to get out of a situation. Hills, obstacles to overcome, and wedge. Someone is trying to come between you and a friend or something you want, with bull. Do not back down. So they're kind of losing the word mojo came to mind, and then I laugh because I think of Mojo Jojo. If you don't know the Powerpuff Girls, you don't know where that comes from. But hold on, I want to look at the Knight of Pentacles again. There's a specific thing I feel like I'm missing in this deck. It says reversed: boredom, laziness, lacking in skills, doesn't ask for help, carelessness, lack of attention to detail, ungrounded, feelings of restless. Okay. So that's where this person's at now. They're currently going through something that is making them feel like it's time to leave. Now, what it is that they're going to leave, it could be a relationship, could be a business partnership, but they are leaving a certain situation because they feel like these obstacles, they're personal. Because it's someone is trying to come between you and a friend or something you want. So whatever competition they're dealing with, it's putting them in this place of feeling ungrounded, which means that they're most likely being betrayed by somebody that they really trusted. Because when we connect with someone really strongly, we start forming, those are the cords that we cut. We start forming energetic cords between their chakras and ours. Depending on what area of life they're connecting with us in, is which cords are formed the strongest. So for example, if this is someone you work with, like let's say a boss, that person becomes a part of your root chakra because they're a part of your survival. If you connect with someone sexually, then they're connecting to your sacral chakra. Or if you're working with them on a creative project, sacral chakra. If you're working with them on image, appearance, and this is somebody that, makes you feel good and they hype you up, that's your solar plexus, et cetera, When you care about someone, your heart chakra starts getting connected to them. So the root chakra has been hit, which means that somebody that they see as part of their ability to survive, that's why I'm saying it's more business-like. It could be a business partner, but it feels emotional, which means it could have been a family member that they were working with, or let's say a friend that they've known for years. So whatever this is, it's so personal, it's disconnected them from the root chakra. They're in shock. Let's see. Got gavel, involvement with the law. July. And shield, you need to defend yourself. No wonder, Jesus. This person might be taking them to court. trying to get them in trouble legally. Of course that would impact them personally. And so it's like this person is really, they're a little bitter right now. They're a little cynical, jaded, because they're sitting here like, what the fuck did I ever do to this person? So, okay, that makes a little bit more sense. Let's look at the Ten of Pentacles. Tell me about the Ten of Pentacles. Key. Successful outcome to your problems. Bear danger, especially in money matters, and bag something important such as a new job or a raise. With Diamond, you'll be receiving or giving a precious gift. Oh dear. Okay, so here's the thing with Leo energy, and this is why it's important to recognize that we all carry all 12 zodiac signs. Wherever Leo sits in your chart, that is the area of life that, one, you will be admired. Well, once you conquer it, right? Once you've overcome the obstacles and challenges that come with the Leo energy in that area of your life. Once you're in a balanced place, you will receive admiration for that area of your life, for how you handle that area of your life. You'll receive praise, you'll receive accolades, but two, you'll also receive envy, jealousy, people trying to backstab you. And the fact that this person is a Leo kind of amplifies that, unfortunately. So, whatever they're receiving, the Ten of Pentacles also represents inheritances. So this could be somebody who's receiving an inheritance, but they're receiving, it's big. It's big. And so whoever this person is, that could definitely be a family member. Now, this could go a couple of different ways. Like, let's say that this is somebody who has an estranged father, and their father is wealthy. When they pass away, maybe they had gotten married multiple times, and the person that they're now married to feels like that should be theirs, but they left the inheritance to this person. That could be what's going on, but because it hits so personally, I feel like it's stronger than that. Like, it could be maybe that's their stepmother. They were raised by that person, but the will is for them. Like, they're the ones that are the main person in the inheritance. Or this is a sibling, and maybe they fell out with the parent and they're the ones. It's something like that. It could also be, let's say this is an actor or an actress, and maybe there's this big role coming up, and this person got it over this one, and now this person's creating like legal problems so that the studio, or whatever they're called, is that what they're called? The company who's producing the movie will pull away from offering the show or the movie to this one, because it's like they're getting some door is opening up for them because of the key, but they're trying to hit their money. I forgot what order these came out in, so we're just gonna grab them. We've got clubs. Someone will try to make you do something against your will. We've got bread, a period of prosperity and abundance. And we've got, oh, look at that. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? A two-faced friend. Now, I love cats. I love cats. But because of what the energy is representing here, this is someone who the King of Wands did not see coming, because the cat is silent. They can be sneaky. They can observe you without you realizing that they're observing you. So it's almost like this person, whoever the cat is represented by, was picking up on information from this person, and they're now using that to betray them. With the club, they could be blackmailing them. So let's say that, for example, the King of Wands is someone who is gay in a country that doesn't really support that. Like, Muslim countries, or in the Jewish community, or things like that, or the hardcore Christian community. They're trying to get them to do something against their will because they want their money. We don't know what that is, but the point remains that it's putting the King of Wands into this energy of, they didn't expect that. It ungrounded them. Their root chakra took a hit, because this could be like their best friend, their childhood friend. It's somebody that they never expected to deal with regarding this situation. Clarify Spirit of Wands. Clarify the Spirit of Wands. The tea leaf cards are like, well, since she doesn't remember, we're just going to pile them on top of each other so that she can't forget. Oh, look. Okay, this person definitely has Leo energy. Strong. Now, that could mean a couple of different things. It does not mean that they have to be a Leo themselves. It could mean that maybe they have a really strong cluster of planets in the 5th house. Maybe they've got a lot of placements surrounding their sun, and therefore it amplifies that planet, which is ruled by Leo. There's a lot of ways it could play out, okay? Maybe the sun is aspecting everything in their chart and it makes that energy prominent. But this is somebody very regal. They definitely have Leo energy. Lion and the Leo, come on now. Harp, great happiness. Dark man, dealings a relationship with a man with dark complexion or hair. And look, news of a birth or a new business success. Okay, I'm fucking done. Like I said, I think initially it made this person very happy to receive whatever this is, this role, this job, this promotion, until they realized how much jealousy this was creating. Because I will say this, I've noticed that because people who have prominent Leo in their chart, because we all have Leo, right, somewhere, but you might not have placements there, so you might not feel this energy prominently. But when a Leo is mature and they're balanced, I'm not talking about immature Leos, I'm not talking about young Leos, I'm talking about Leos who are, they've conquered the Leo energy. They shine, they radiate such light that it really pisses other people off. So I feel like this is somebody who had kind of been hating on them for a long time, but they hit it well. Because, with a cat, it's hard to know what they're thinking. This might have been somebody who was an introvert, pretty quiet. They just watched this person get a lot of awards, a lot of accolades, a lot of recognition. And something has happened that tipped the scales. They finally lost their shit. Now, I do think they're taking them to court for something, but I don't think they have grounds for it. I think that they're just doing it to try ruin this person's reputation. Because, unfortunately, when someone is famous, they already have a lot of hate from people. Because I've noticed that a lot. When someone is wealthy and famous, people just look at them like target practice for all of their failures in life. This person is now responsible for all their failures in life. And amplified, whenever they're accused of things, whether they're proven guilty or not, people already hate them. It just gives them a reason to hate them, Okay, so clarifying the King of Wands, we now got wind chimes, peace and harmony. Sunrise, new creative ideas, new ventures, a fresh start. And tulip, great passion. So, whatever it is that's happening currently, I believe that the King of Wands is, whoever they're meeting, it's changing them. It's like awakening in them their passion. They're feeling the ability to act again. They're feeling a sense of direction. What was the wind chimes again? Yeah, look, it's restoring their sense of peace and harmony, which is amazing. That's great. So let's move on. By the way, I'm going to start part 1 here. This one has gone on pretty long. I hope you enjoyed it up until now. If you stayed this far and you want to contribute to my health and my growth, if you want to go ahead and use the emojis that I put in the title, because I won't know until the end which emojis I choose, but they will be in the title by now. And that way you can support my growth. Okay. I love you guys. I look forward to feedback if you want to just tell me whether this impacted you or not. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.